If you are in a stadium or in front of the TV, odds are you've seen it floating in the sky. We're talking about the iconic Goodyear blimp, which typically gives us an eagle-eye view of the action on Earth.
Well, this afternoon we're turning the camera around on the blimp itself ahead of a major milestone birthday. NBC's Jesse Kirsch takes us up.
From NASCAR to Super Bowls, San Francisco and Sin City, when Americans look up, the Goodyear blimp is there.
You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
The Goodyear blimp has witnessed more than 2,500 events since its first flight, and it's flown about 500,000 passengers, including President Ronald Reagan, as well as trailblazers from Charles Lindbergh to Charles Barkley. Now this iconic airship is about to make history again by turning 100 years old.
Here we go.
And we helped kick off the big celebration over Florida.
Flight cruise about secure on the right.
Takeoff feels like someone just let go of a balloon that happens to fill about 80% of a football field and fly a top speed of 73 miles per hour.
We can hover, we can hold it in place. The maneuverability is fantastic.
Have you ever been on an airplane that feels like this?
No.
Just like most flights, up here we've got reclining seats, we've got the tray tables, and they even have a bathroom. But have you ever seen one of these that's known as the loo with a view?
But other creature comforts are missing.
Air conditioning the old-fashioned way.
Is there any billboard that could ever come close?
Absolutely not.
Goodyear CEO Mark Stewart says the original vision for the blimp went far beyond just selling more tires.
And it was getting ready for luxury air travel. The war came, and then it became a very, very useful thing for the military to protect our folks.
Amelia Earhart christened an airship. Sally Ride another. And in 1955, one of the blimps provided the first ever nationally televised live aerial from above the Tournament of Roses. Along the way, the fleet became one of the most enduring advertising vehicles of all time and also provided a public service. After Hurricane Andrew in 1992, the blimp beamed messages down to survivors. One of the pilots flying those messages back then, Larry Chambers, who in 1987 even found love in the sky when his now wife Faye came aboard.
Were you at all concerned that the pilot seemed to be paying more attention to you than flying the blimp?
I liked it.
Within a few years, Larry and Faye were married where else but on the blimp. Larry spent 40 years at the controls, but some of us are rookies.
It does feel kind of like I'm playing one of those fighter jet video games. It's unbelievable. What does the Goodyear blimp mean to this country?
Oh, it's kind of like the apple pie. Everybody loves the Goodyear blimp.
A true slice of Americana, still going strong, 100 years young.
Jesse Kirsch reporting. One of the people who's taken advantage of the blimp as a message board was the former editor of the Farmer's Almanac, Ray Geiger. Geiger was famous for the lengths he would go to promote the almanac, but when he put a banner on the blimp, it just read, "Thank you, Anne, for 25 good years, Ray."
Another quirk of Ray Geiger's, he bought his tombstone in 1990, inscribed with the epitaph, "May it rain just enough," then invited his friends over for a party in the cemetery. Back to the blimp, 73 miles an hour.
Yeah,
I'm
right.
impressed.
Not what I would expect when I see the shot of the blimp above a stadium. I'm like, nah, it's just kind of hanging out, floating. Yeah,
floating a little bit.
Cool.
Maybe we'll test drive it one day. Who knows? We'll see.